All right, Oscar. So here's your soil sample. This is the third slide that I've used, and this is the third time I find it in a third slide. And what I'm looking at here is called Fusarium Solani, I believe, close enough. Um, that it's a pathogen in your soil. This is not the first time I see it, specifically on fruit trees out here on uh, on the west coast, Florida. And I've actually pulled up my notes. Well, let me do this. Let me show you where we're at here as far as Fusarium. So, right, this is what I'm looking at. We've got one, two, three, four, for lack of a better word, separations in there. Four separations in there. And then I went ahead and pulled up my key notes on it. But before I do that, I will show you that. So, letter B here. And this note is from asire.gov. Here we go. Here. Let me highlight that. And one more time. Here. And there. So that's the first step. And then here are my notes on it. I pulled up my notes on Fusarium, and I'm not sure if you're able to see this fully, but no, you're not going to be able to see this all the way. Let me do this. Let me pull this down. Come on. Move it over here. All right. So Fusarium solani, most of stand out here. These are the symptoms: root and stem rot, leaf yellowing, wilt, dieback. It's a bad guy for sure. And I've dealt with this before, and I've just used Biocontrol for it. We're gonna put that aside for a minute. I'm at 400x right now. I'm gonna jump back to 100, and you've got organic. This is only a 5-time dilution, by the way. So you do have organic matter. All this stuff you're seeing, all these darker, lighter. That's all good stuff. I don't see. I mean, other than that, I mean, you're probably under 0.5% organic matter. This is, of all your slides, this is the first trace of a ciliate, or I'm sorry, or even a protozoa of a predator for that matter. And that's what that was right there. All the stuff jittering in the background, all these little things moving around, it's all bacteria, very common, necessary and important, all part of the cycle. And then all these little shards of glass that you're looking at, maybe even that there, that's all sand, maybe minerals, but for the most part, it's usually sand in our region. Plus, I'm looking at a pretty decent sized bag of soil, and makes sense. You have really no life in here as far as predatorial life. And without predatorial life, the nutrient cycle comes to a halt. So, I guess my advice to you is one, got to deal with that fusarium. And by dealing with that fusarium, you're going to get life. We need to put life in here to deal with the fusarium. There's another one right there. So this is actually a fungus that I would have to even look to see what that might be. Let me put some lights on that. Oh, okay. That is extremely symmetrical to not be something. Let me take a picture of that. I'll do some research on that. But again, there's a too many there. This is the third slide, and they're present in all the slides. There's another one. See what I'm saying? So yeah, got to get that addressed. This is why, if I had to guess, and I feel very confident in my guess that first of all, you have no biology in your soil. There's two fungal spores here. That's it. That's decent. That's a good thing. But I mean that and that. There's more fusarium there. So yeah, you need there's traces of what was test datum eBay there. But the only way you're gonna fix this is through biocontrols. I mean, otherwise you can try to solarize. Well, they're trees. Yeah, you're not gonna get away with that as far as trees. You don't want to solarize anyway. Biocontrol, man. I've already done it. So there's a little more life in this slide, or right here. But you need a lot going on. You have no fungi in here. There are no hyphal strands in here, which is very important. You need to get the right fungi in here, and and you got to get outcompete this fusarium, and you're gonna outcompete that with biocontrols. Again, I'll type this up for you, and I don't know what else may be in here. Look at these guys just hanging out here. You got two of them here, just hanging out, just tearing up your soil, killing your trees. Remember, they cause root rot. Look at this. Well, that's interesting. That's a spore. And then I don't even know how Fusarium does spore. I don't know how so or how that works, but maybe I'll do a little more of a deep dive into Fusarium. But anyway, this is it, man. This is 3 slides. This is where we're at. You definitely need some biocontrol going on in here, and my advice to you is to get a couple drenches going on. Soil drenches, heavy, to get rid of these guys. Otherwise, they're just gonna take over. That might be fungal. That might be the first piece of hyphae. I see no septa. It looks like it's going deep, like into the depth of the slide. So I can't make out a consistent fungal strand or hyphae on that. But what I can assure you is that we are finding this pathogen in here. So anyway, all right, I'll reach out.